we will discuss about the relation between focal length and radius of curvature for spherical mirror. So relation between focal length, as you know, denoted by small f, and radius of curvature, which is denoted by capital R. Suppose, for example, we have a concave mirror. It is concave mirror. Principal axis, it is pole, and suppose AB is incident ray and which is parallel to principal axis. So as you seen, if light is parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection it passes through focus. So suppose here BD is refracted ray and C is the center of curvature, and if we join BC, then BC is supposed to be normal at point B on spherical mirror. Clear? And if it is BC is normal at point B, then this may supposed as angle of incident, means angle between incident ray and normal. Suppose it is X. Here BD is reflected ray, BC is normal, so angle between reflected ray and normal, that is called angle of reflection. And as you know, by the law of reflection, angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So both are X. Okay. Here distance between P to F, that is focal length denoted by F, and distance between P to C, it is radius, or you can say here radius of curvature. Okay, here AB is parallel to CP. Correct, now? AB is parallel to PC. So if this angle is X, this angle will be also X. Here angle of incident and this X, both are alternate interior angle. Okay, so both angle are X. Now see here in triangle BFC, angle CBF is equal to angle FBC, and both are here X. So opposite sides of these angle are also equal. Its opposite side BF and its opposite side FC. It means here FB, therefore FB is equal to FC. Now the very important point, since size of mirror, spherical mirror, is very small, because it is valid only when the size of mirror is small. And if it is very small, this mirror is very small, then point B is very close to P. Therefore, point B is very close to pole of the mirror. And if it is very close to pole of the mirror, then FB, therefore FB is nearly equal to FP. If point B is very close to P, then FB is equal to FP. Correct? So it is your second equation. So see here, therefore FB is equal to FC is also equal to FP. It means FB is equal to FC and FC is equal to FP. Therefore FC is equal to FP. Here, since PC can be written as PF plus FC and PF is equal to FC, instead of FC write down PF, so it becomes PF plus PF is equal to PC. PC is equal to R and PF is equal to F plus F. It is 2F is equal to R, so F is equal to r by 2. It means focal length of spherical mirror is half of radius of curvature. It is valid for concave as well as for convex mirror, both. Very important, it is given in our syllabus. So, to establish the relation between F and R for any spherical mirror. Okay, let's see the sign convention. New sign convention for spherical mirror, either it is concave or convex. It's very important here. Sign convention for concave and convex. Suppose it is common principal axis. Suppose it is concave mirror, and here very close to it, it is convex mirror. It is common pole, and this is common incident ray. Incident ray. See here, this incident ray, according to this diagram, moving from left to right. It is pole. So, first point, all the distances is measured from the pole of the mirror. That's why pole is supposed as origin. Pole is supposed as origin. First point. Number 2. The major distance along the propagation of incident. See here, this incident is moving from left to right. So if we move towards right from the pole, then these distances are supposed to be positive. Major distance along opposite direction of propagation of incident ray is taken negative. So here, if we move from pole to left, means opposite to the propagation of incident ray, then this distance may supposed as negative. Third point, measured height above the principal axis on both sides of mirror, means leftward and rightward, are supposed to be positive. If we move upward from the principal axis for measuring the height of image or object, then height is supposed to be positive. And last point, if we move downward from the principal axis to measure the height of object or image, then this height is supposed to be negative. So these are the sign convention for spherical mirror, either it is concave or convex. Let's see once again. All the distances measured from the pole, so pole is supposed as origin. Major distance along the propagation of incident ray, supposed to be positive. Major distance opposite to the propagation of incident ray, taken negative. Measured height above the principal axis on both sides of the mirror, taken positive. And measured height below the principal axis on both sides of the mirror is taken negative. Clear? So, thank you. Next point we will discuss about discuss in next video. Till, thank you.